What's up, guys? Crypto Savvy here. I hope everybody's having a fabulous Thursday. We're going to be taking a look at the charts, both Bitcoin and Litecoin. I want to thank everybody that's been liking, commenting, and sharing and subscribing to the channel. We've hit 11,000 subs today. That is awesome. I really appreciate everybody, each and every one of you guys. Also, I want to remind you guys, there's a free Discord group in the description below the video. Definitely check it out. It's 100% free. Great community. If you love crypto, you'll love the community. Also, there's some other affiliate links down there that really help the channel out. There's some wallet links. There's Ledger, and there's the new one, ELLIPAL Titan. Awesome wallet. I've been playing with it. I'm going to probably do a review on it here pretty soon. But definitely check it out. It's in the description below the video. There's also some exchange links. When you sign up using my links, you get bonuses. So, yeah, let's get on with the video. Check it out. All right, guys, as always, I want to start out by saying I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my opinion and my view of the market only. Anybody that's doing any trading or investing in this market, I suggest you do your own due diligence and your own research. This market is extremely volatile and risky. Also, keep in mind, do not put in more than you're willing to lose. And with that being said, if you're new here and you haven't already, hit the subscribe button in the lower right-hand side of the screen. I do daily updates every single day. I also do live streams a couple times a week, and if you tick that notification bell and hit the all on the notification bell, it will notify you when I post new videos. Don't forget to smash the likes, leave your comments, take a second out of the video and do that. It really helps the channel out, and I suggest if you watch any other YouTubers, you do the same. It is a lot of work doing these videos. It doesn't seem like it, but it really is. And the best way to help out the channel, it's totally free. All you gotta do is stop, hit the like button, leave a comment. It really helps, guys. So let's look at Bitcoin. We're looking at it on the weekly here. Oh, don't forget, we are doing a free t-shirt giveaway Sunday. I'll be picking the random comment, so that's another reason to leave a comment below the video. That'll get you entered to win. We'll pick a random comment from a video throughout the week on Sunday, so don't forget to tune in Sunday. All right, looking at the weekly chart, we've been looking at this as a bull flag. We have popped back down in it. I do believe we will pop back up out of it. I know a lot of people are saying the gap needs filled, which so be it. If it needs to fill it. But I do believe we're going to pop back up here. As you can see, the EMAs all look good in the weekly. We're going to take some measured moves for the longer term here, guys. You know, we had been watching this 55 EMA on the weekly, expected it to hold. We did drop down through it, but obviously we got a great spring up out of it. Now let's look at this as just a channel. And from where we broke the channel here, the measured move gets us to about 13,400. As you guys know, it doesn't mean we have one green candle shoot straight up to it. Things take time. The next measured move is measuring from the breakout here. Measuring this as a flagpole, put it up to where he broke out. That gets us to the 17.7 area. Now these areas, guys, I expect resistance if we do continue up. The next one is measuring from the breakout down here of this ascending triangle. Using that as a flagpole, bring it up to the breakout. That gets us up to about the 19,002. Guys, I still do believe it is possible that we have a new all-time high this year. I still believe it to be possible. I know a lot of people are talking about, you know, we'll only get to 12K by the end of the year. But keep in mind what we did back here. This was, let's look at November. This is the end of October here. This was 169% from October 31st to December 17th, almost 170%. If we take it from here, if we closed even right here today, let me pull this out real quick. We closed right where we're at today, 170% gain would get us up to about 24,000. So again, guys, I do believe it is possible. We could repeat this, just a way bigger version. And I believe if this was to happen, I think we go much higher than that. You guys know I had been calling for 46,000 by the end of the year. I do still believe that's possible. We have to see how, you know, the next 2 weeks probably will be what we want to kind of rate that off of. So anyways, yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Also, I wanted to point out, those of you that watch the channel, I believe this is the cycle we're in here. I do believe we are in number 2. And reason being, if we look at the RSI, I have them both circled here. We bottomed out on this trend line on both of them. And if you look also, just the similarities of what happened, we had our peak here in 2011, came all the way down. Had our peak here in 2017, all the way down, came up, bounced off the line. Just a bigger version, guys. That's what I've been saying. I think this, I've heard people talk about, you know, the first one being a cycle, this being a super cycle. The more and more I look at this, the more and more I think that is what's going on. Let's get back into here. Let's go into the daily and see what's going on in the daily. All right. Excuse me, guys. So in the daily chart, as you know, been watching this as a bull flag. We finally broke up out of it. Keep wicking down into it, but getting support off it. I do believe we are in good shape still here, guys. Now, like I said, I know a lot of people are calling for the gap to be filled. And if we look here, the 21 or the 55 EMA is right about the 88.80 range right now. So we could dip down. It is possible, bounce off that, but we don't have to, guys. And I've been talking about it, that I think, you know, people talk about the whales and manipulation, whatnot, whatever. The market's the market. It's in all markets. It's actually part of the market. But anyways, if they had all these gaps fill all year, so everybody's thinking that the gap has to fill. Now, this is just my opinion, guys. Take it with a grain of salt. But it's kind of like a setup. If it filled every time this year and everybody's waiting for it to fill again and they don't want to buy in yet, if it does run up, they're going to have to FOMO in, and that will be fueling it for the next leg up. That is just my opinion, but I do think that to be very possible. This resistance here at 9,300, this is our big thing. Once we break this, we might come back down, test it for support before continuing up, but that's the area I'm watching. Wanted to point out too real quick that in the EMAs here on the daily, each time we crossed the 200, which is right here, this 200 EMA, the 8 EMA right here, when it crossed, green candle. Obviously, if you were paying attention that day, it was red, then green. But then we look over here, the next cross was the 13 crossing the 200. At the same time, the 8 crossed the 55, green candle. Now, right now, we are, the 21 is crossing the 200. I do believe this is going to be a green candle today, and that's why. That's not to say we don't come down, fill the gap like everybody thinks we have to, and then continue up. But that's what I'm looking at there. Let's look at the RSI. Now, in the bearish case scenario, if this RSI, we broke out of this falling channel, do we come back down and test it for support? Even if we do, if we look back here during this run, let me zoom in a little bit. Even when we had big corrections down, it wasn't that big in the price action, guys. So we got a lot of hidden bullish divergence here and a lot of bullish divergence. But as you can see, the big moves in the RSI were small moves in the price action. So just like right here, we had the RSI corrected. This was hidden bullish divergence. And up here, we were making higher highs in the price, lower highs in the RSI. Just so you know, because I hear a lot of people saying, oh, we're oversold, or get up here, it's overbought, you should sell. Well, if you'd have done that here, you'd have been screwed. You know, over here, oversold by, you know what I'm saying. But anyways, you can't go just off the RSI. You got to pay attention to what's going on with both. Anyways, let's go into the 4-hour RSI now and take a look at what's going on here. Still in this falling wedge, guys. We broke out of this falling channel right here, broke back into it, but this still looks bullish to me, guys. I've been watching this. If we can break out of the top of this, I think that's going to be pretty damn bullish. And then, you know, we might get resistance here on this trend line. But if we break through that, that is going to be extremely bullish, in my opinion. Let's look at price action. All right. So if you guys watched the live stream last night, I had this target up here, just being a measured move of this channel. And I am going to redo it because that was looking at it if we broke out up here. Now let's look at it. What time is it? We have another hour in this candle, so chances are we're probably not going to break it this candle. Move it over and move this down a little bit. So the measured move of just the breakout of this channel is going to be around the 97.30 range, 97.50, somewhere in there. Also, measuring this whole thing here from the breakout, bring it up a little bit actually, and if we were to take it up here, do a measured move of the breakout of this, your target is around the $12,000 range, 12,000 to 12,200, somewhere in there. But remember this line right here, this trend line, we had major resistance all the way across this line. So that 10.9 is going to be major resistance, but I do believe if we break that and close like a daily over it, that is going to fuel for this next be the fuel for this next leg. Also, I wanted to point out this trend line I've had in here for quite some time off these wicks here. We are getting support off that, even though we're wicking through it, just like we're wicking through the bull flag, but then we continue up. It's looking pretty damn bullish to me, guys. I do want to point out the retracement areas. If we do fall lower, the 0.618 is around the 8,500. We also have the 0.5 here, which almost looks like we have bounced off of that. We're pretty close to it. We did bounce off it over here, but that is around the $8,900 range. So we also take a look right here at the 55 EMA on the 4 hour. That is right at the 88.80, which is, like I said, that's where the CME gap is. Do we have to close it? I don't think so. Like I said, just because they closed all year, I think that'd be a perfect setup to not close this one to make people FOMO in. But that's just my opinion, guys. You know, do your own due diligence. But anyway, that's where I'm at with that. That's where I'm at with Bitcoin. I'm still pretty bullish here, guys. Like I said, even if we do come down and close that gap, I do believe we have some more upward momentum to go. The EMA, we had the golden cross here on the 4 hour, the 55 crossing the 200. Even though they are turning over right here, a break of this channel will turn this all around, and I do believe that to be possible. Now let's take a look at Litecoin. Looking at Litecoin on the daily. As you guys know, let me zoom out here. We have been looking at this falling wedge. The measured move of the breakout, which we have broken out of that, is $114. Again, doesn't mean we have a green candle going straight up, guys. It'll take time. But let's look at what's going on here. We are getting squeezed in between these EMAs. This is a 55 EMA up here, and we're getting squeezed by the 8, 13, and 21 down here. This is building pressure. I do believe it's possible we have a move up, and I'll just do a quick measured move here from the breakout. Change that. I don't like that thick white line in there. But if we took a measured move from there, if we broke out, you know, possibly sometime today, that actually lines up with the 200 EMA, and I am going to put a target up there. Let's see, right about here. All right, let me put a price label on it, and we are looking at about 73.98 range if that was to break off this measured move. I also have some in the 4 hour, and we'll check that out. But keep in mind, when we break out of these wedges, a lot of times it's possible to come back down and retest. And if we did here, guys, we would probably be looking at the $50 range or something in that vicinity. All right, let's look at the RSI. in the daily. So as you guys know, we had been watching this rising channel, came out of it in a falling channel, and this is all the way since December back here to where we're at now. If we do break out of this here, guys, that is going to be one hell of a move, and that'll probably take us up to that 114 or higher, you know, within the next month or so. Anyways, keep an eye on that. If we do break this line and close the daily outside of that, that's going to be extremely bullish. Let's look at the 4-hour RSI. Okay, so we've been watching this and we broke down out of it, came back up, tested it for resistance, and we got resistance off it twice. We talked about it yesterday. I'm kind of not sure, but I could move this down here and we could be looking to break this to the upside. And then if we break back out of this falling broadening wedge, it should be pretty damn bullish. But as of now, how Litecoin looks, it looks like it got resistance here, and we may be continuing down some, and we'll take a look at that in the price action. Sorry, man, got a nose itch. So anyways, we had been watching this as a triangle. I'm going to actually take this off now. You know what? No, I'll move it down. Still not ready to get rid of it. So anyways, yesterday, if you watched the live stream, I put this target, which is off of this trend line here, which is off of these wicks. I put this target of 56.92. We were over in this range when I put it in there. We almost hit that, not quite, and we hit 57.05. Let me get that off of there now to kind of clean this up a little bit. But anyway, yeah, we got support on this line here where we did wick through it over here. But let's keep in mind, we'll do the same thing as we did with Bitcoin, and we'll throw the fibs on this. Go from the swing low to the swing high. And the 0.5 fib is right about 55.83. I will put a target there. If we break through this trend line here, guys, which is going to be around 56.90 area, if we break through that, we're most likely looking at the 55.81. And if that breaks, we're looking for the 53.85 for a bounce. Worst case scenario here, we bounce off this trend line, which lines up with the 0.786, and that's at the between $50 and $51. And if Bitcoin closes the CME gap, then we're most likely going to drop down into one of these, probably the 53.85 if I had to guess. But like I said, the gap doesn't have to close. We may have a nice rally today, and actually I'm leaning towards that, but don't trade off my opinion, guys. That's just my opinion. We have to see what the charts do, but a break of this top trend line will be extremely bullish for Litecoin. So yeah, that's where I'm at today, guys. I appreciate you guys taking your time out of the day to watch the video. Don't forget, if you guys want to trade this, and what I'm going to do here, actually, I'm not going to trade Litecoin. I don't trade Litecoin, as you guys know. But if we break this channel, I'm going to put a long in here and put my stop loss just below it. And if you guys want to learn to trade this stuff, definitely join the Discord group. And like I said, I have links in the description below. I have a Bybit link down there that if you sign up and make a deposit of, I think, 0.2 Bitcoin, you get a free $60 put on your account to trade with. And there's also a Prime XBT one down there, and they put 35% on whatever you deposit. So definitely check it out. Only on my links do you get the Prime XBT and the Bybit. So yeah, check it out. Also, don't forget to check out my wife's webpage, inkyourimage.com. There's a link to that below the description. A lot of crypto gear, t-shirts, hats, coffee mugs, beer koozies, signs. She can put anything you want on this stuff too. So if you got any Christmas ideas, you know, pictures, sayings, other crypto, whatever you want, all you got to do is hit her up in the contact and she will let you know if she can do it. So yeah, that's where we're at. Don't forget to hit the Crypto Savvy logo above my head to get you subscribed to the channel. Tick the notification bell to get you notified. Smash those likes and leave those comments for your chance to win the t-shirt. Thanks, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Take it easy.